Shelling its own people with its own navy. Al Jazeera cannot independently verify this footage, but for the first time, the Syrian military appears to be using boats mounted with machine guns to shell the port city of Latakia from the Mediterranean Sea. The coastal holiday destination has now become the setting for the government's most belligerent assault in the country. The death toll and injuries kept climbing throughout Sunday. Several neighborhoods in Latakia were shelled, but the main target seemed to be the southern Al-Raml district, a nerve center for anti-government protesters, according to Syrian activists.
There were military vehicles that fired at people and at the buildings. There were also snipers. There were also 2 or 3 military boats that fired for a while at the buildings.
Many women and children had fled since the Syrian government renewed its assault on Latakia on Saturday. Activists say the tanks and boats shelled everything, from human beings to homes and mosques.
A lot of women and their children have left the area. Men are not allowed to leave the area, so only women and children have left. They have fired at a mosque. And there are 2 children, 2 martyrs. They are children at another areas out of Al-Raml al-Janubi.
The state news agency Sana has a starkly different view of the incidents in Latakia. Its correspondent denied what he described as satellite channels' claims of bombarding the mentioned neighborhood from the sea, indicating that what is really taking place is a pursuit of gunmen who terrified people and vandalized public and private properties using machine guns and explosives, stationing on buildings' roofs and behind barricades. Despite the Syrian military's attacks on funerals, thousands participated in a funeral procession for Mahmoud Wahbi in Daria, a suburb of Damascus. Activists say he was killed on Saturday night when Syrian forces dispersed the protest in his neighborhood. A more defiant Syrian president seems to be emerging despite heavy international criticism of his actions. Some Western countries have slapped sanctions on Damascus, but those don't seem to be working either. And while President Bashar al-Assad maintains that so-called terrorists and gangs are fomenting the unrest, Syrians say their protests are only growing stronger. Nisreen al-Shamaila, Al Jazeera, Ramtha on the Jordan-Syria border.